It's a nasty, rainy, wet day outside in Boston, Massachusetts. Here inside the TD Garden, it's a great day for hockey. And tonight for all the marbles, it's the MIAA Division I Championship between Catholic Memorial and Hingham. Hello again, everybody. Greg Madden along with the hockey professor, Bob Norty. Norty, great to see you again, Bob. It's so exciting to come back here for this game once again. Were you surprised with the two teams?
No, not at all. I thought I saw a lot of hockey, high school hockey over the winter. Lots of teams could have been here, particularly when the tournament started. These two teams are very strong, but a number could have been here.
Norty, a lot of people say that this is sort of a private party, but there's some good numbers to back that up.
Well, they've won it 13 times, has CM. What can you say about that? But over the last several years, I think that the parity between the parochials and the public has narrowed. The gap's narrowed a bit, certainly dominated by the parochials, but Reading won it 2 years ago. Burlington was here last year. Hingham's here this year. A lot of balance.
Well, the teams have just come out on the ice. Let's take a closer look. Let's start with Hingham, where they've got a strong forward in Tim Driscoll.
Well, he's a terrific hockey player, and he's had a great season for them this year. He has 28 points over the course of the season, and he had 48 points rather, 27 goals, 21 assists. Also, Andrew Pompio's real good. Eric Sherman's real good. George Coveney's an outstanding defenseman. And hope to forget Rick Boyle. He got the big goal for him in overtime to beat Malden Catholic and to put him here.
Let's turn our attention now to Catholic Memorial and Derek Colucci, a very strong forward, but he's not been playing well in the postseason.
Yeah, but he's a good hockey player, and he sets a real good tempo for them. He's very aggressive offensively. He's an outstanding forechecker. 17 goals, 17 assists over the course of the season. But Brian Bensinger, he's been the story in the playoffs. Hadn't had many points during the year, but 8 points in the playoffs. He's real good. And also Troy Starrett, outstanding forward.
So are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's go play. Drop the puck.
Fans are ready, coaches are ready, players are ready. We're ready as well. And so we're looking forward to what will be a good night for CM, or will the tide rise for the Harbormen? We're back with our opening face-off at the Garden in just a moment. You're watching the Comcast Network.
Steroids can really damage your body. They can cause tendons to tear and bones to stop growing, damage kidneys, destroy the liver, even cause heart attacks and strokes. Not to mention something else they can do to a guy's body. Find out more about the dangers of using steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
eHarmony matches millions of people every day. So we video chatted with some to ask what makes eHarmony matches so special.
What they get out of me and what they get out of him and how they decide that we're perfect for one another. I don't know how they figured that part out, but they got it so right. I don't even know if I can put it into words.
Find the love of your life. Try eHarmony.com today and review all your matches absolutely free.
Once again, welcome back to the TD Garden here in Boston, Massachusetts. Coming up in just a few moments, it's the Division 1A State Boys Ice Hockey Championships. It's Catholic Memorial and Hingham, and Bob, it's really looking for a really good contest here. The building is starting to fill up now, and you can start to feel the excitement here.
Well, this has been a series of great games. Of course, Catholic Memorial had a one-goal win over Austin Prep to get here. And Hingham, who can forget their overtime win over Malden Catholic to get here. So it's been a great tournament thus far. A lot of folks think this thing since the balance seems to be back a little bit, that this thing should go back to single elimination. I'm in favor of that, but the tournament is what it is right now. It's Billy Hansen, and like his alma mater, BU, his Catholic Memorial team has dominated the Garden and certainly dominated this tournament.
He looks like St. Patrick here today. Let's take a look at the head coach of Hingham.
Tony Messina has done a terrific job at Hingham over the years, native of graduate University of Vermont. Good hockey coach. Took over for Garrett O'Regan, and Garrett passed away. What a loss that was in the hockey community. Great guy.
Was.
Terrific guy.
Tony's been a part of their program for quite some time, and certainly has been able to carry on in Garrett's tradition. Right now, our national anthem with Brother Anthony Cavard from Catholic Memorial.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And that is Brother Anthony Cavett.
Great
He's
job,
from
brother.
Catholic Memorial. Nice job there.
Irish Christian Brothers.
You know, Nordy, it's the traditional day for the St. Patrick's Day parade here. It was a wet and nasty one outside here today, but a lot of those folks have found their way here into the TD Garden tonight, and this really should be fun. It's been a long way for both of these teams to get here.
No question about it. Huge Hingham crowd here, and that's very much what you see when the publics play. You get the town comes out, and that's certainly the case here. There's the Hingham goaltender in the net for them is Derek McGinnis. Jr. had a 2.22 goals against average coming into the season and has done a terrific job. And then that's for Catholic Memorial, their outstanding young goaltender, the junior, Tommy Knox. And Tommy has played exceptionally well and had a great game in the game to get them here against Austin Prep.
Right there doing a little work around the net.
Greg, I think it's important to say when you play CM, particularly since they've been here before and this is common ground for them. Billy Hansen knows how to coach this game. Hingham's first time here. Catholic Memorial is an outstanding first period team. They put a lot of pressure on you early. I think a key for the game is going to be that how Hingham settles down, particularly in the first period, and does not allow Catholic Memorial to do what they would like to do, which is run them out of the rink early. They've got to be able to handle that early surge.
Derek Colucci, who we talked about in our opening, takes the draw. It was won cleanly away, though, by Alex Pompeo. It is won by Hingham, and they send it down. Hingham is wearing white here. They are, though, the visiting team, the homestanding Catholic Memorial. Knights bring the puck in, and they send it deep. It around behind the net. Puck goes around far boards, back to the point. Puck comes across to the near side. Chance from there is right in, and tying up is the netminder. And the Hingham goaltender, Derek McGinnis, will hang on.
Catholic Memorial's going to do a quick change, and that's what a lot of coaches like to do. Just get guys out there, short shift, and make changes early.
There you see our officials tonight, Jim and Eric Doyle. Brendan Blanchard is also joining their team.
That was that great officiating in the state tournament, all divisions, all levels, particularly this Super 8 tournament, but all the way through the tournament. I think the officiating has been terrific.
Goaltender, McGinnis, leaves it for his defenseman. They look to try to bring it out. Covady loses the puck. Here's a quick chance right in front and right off the backhand. David Lazaro went strong to the net.
Boy, Covady's their best defenseman too, and he just got a little quick hands with that and lost it, and that's the wrong guy to lose it to.
Lazaro had another chance. He'll get it back to the point. Here's a shot that's blocked defensively. Good play there by the Harbormen, and they'll get it and try to bring it up to center ice.
Lazaro was one of Catholic Memorial's outstanding young forwards.
Linneman had the puck out through the center ice. He was knocked down, but we have a whistle that stops play. Just a little more than 1 minute gone by here in the Division 1A championship game. Catholic Memorial and Hingham face-off will come out in center ice.
Boy, McGinnis really alert. Nice stop there, and that Covady turnover, he was right there to save Covady's bacon.
Hingham gets the puck. Again, they're in white, but as they send it in, it's an icing call. That'll bring the face-off all the way down.
You just don't want to have those. Those are mistakes of carelessness. When you're that close to the red line, you've got to get the puck over the line. You don't want to be taking unnecessary face-offs against Catholic Memorial.
Catholic Memorial on offense here in red, trimmed with silver and white. From the face-off circle, the puck is loose. It comes around behind the net. Goaltender watches it go from shoulder to shoulder to the near side. In again after it is Lazaro as he double shifts. And the puck is taken by Hingham. They send it down, and again an icing call here in the early going.
Well, you got to get across the line. That wasn't even within the shadow. I mean, he had to be 2 feet from the red line, tried to hand that puck off the sideboards. But again, you're allowing Catholic Memorial to get, when you have possession here, the puck comes all the way back, they got to face off and you're in.
Colucci takes the draw with Andrew Pompeo this time. Puck goes to the corner. Players battle for it there. They still dig after the puck along the far wall. Just underway, no score from the TD Garden. Hingham in white, gets the puck. They look to start it out. Andrew Pompeo off to the near side. Here's a shot on goal, and that one just went wide. That one just missed on the far side as the netminder Knox had come out to come down, cut off the angle. Here's a centering pass now as the Knights go to offense. That shot off the mark there. That was taken on a hard drive by Colucci. And the puck is cleared out to the neutral zone. Knights will start it again. They will change as well. And running back to get it are the Harbormen. Here's Ballou. Ballou's pass up to the near side, a little bit too far that time, intended for Eric Sherman, and it goes out and all the way down.
At least it was a legitimate dump in. They didn't take an icing.
This time they keep the pressure on now. They had the best scoring opportunity. They get another one. That is just wide. Hingham gets it back to the point. Working with it there, under pressure, sending it in with the backhander is Ballou. Stephen working the point here tonight for the Harbormen.
Ballou's very good young junior defenseman, pretty good offensively, but he can handle a puck on the point exceptionally well.
Lazaro takes the hit there. The crowd roars. And the puck shot right back in. Hingham appearing here for the very first time in the championship game. Catholic Memorial has been here quite often.
They've been knocking on the door there. They play an outstanding independent schedule. Watch out.
Here's a quick giveaway right across in front. Oh, and a good bid that time by Rick Boyle. Boyle was heads up. Here's a quick shot. That one's going to be gloved, and Tommy Knox, he wants to hang on.
Nick Salvaggio, their senior defenseman, he's a good player, just turned the puck over, and Boyle has been into heroics lately. He scored a huge goal, the hugest, you might say, against Malden Catholic. What a great game that was. Here's CM just clanging right off that post off the back end. That was a turnover by Hingham's defense.
Lazaro with that shot. Here's a chance off the ball. Off to the near side, now chipped out to center ice all the way around. And chasing back to get it there is Jake Quinn. Quinn swings it around to the near wall. CM cuts it off there. Good forecheck pressure there by Bessinger. Bessinger is the leading scorer in these playoffs. And Brian will have to skate back now as the Harbormen come to center ice. They get it, send it in. Tommy Knox able to make the stop there. Just over 11 minutes to go in the first period. Still no score. Catholic Memorial bangs it off the wall on the near side. They send it down, and this time it's the Knights who are called for icing. That'll bring the faceoff out and all the way down.
You know, you were talking about Bessinger, and that's exactly right. You talk about how you get hot in the playoffs. Bessinger, over the course of the season, had 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. He's 3-5-8 in the playoffs. There's just a bad turnover, a little backhand flip, not a good angle. But again, 2 turnovers, one by CM, one by Hingham early.
This face-off controlled by Hingham at the blue line. They send it right back in. Knocks the netminder. Is able to slide it around. Good forecheck pressure here by the Harbormen. And finally, Catholic Memorial able to get to it and bring it to center ice. One-on-one play, solid hit along the far wall. Puck comes around behind. After it there to try to move it along was Alex Pompeo. Pompeo had it taken away from him. It slides back around. After it there is Coveney.
Well, it's too bad. That's another pass. That was not a good pass again by Connor Coveney. Little nervous with the puck early in the game.
And again, another icing called here against Hingham. That's 3 here in the early going in the first 5 minutes.
You know, he had a role of Coveney, who's a good player, one of their best defensemen, one of their better players overall. Had a puck right outside the goal line, And rather than trying to settle the puck down, he had time. Nobody was on him. He sort of made a little shuffle pass with the puck on edge, and not very good.
Lazaro, who seems to be on every other shift, sent that face-off into the corner for CM. They're going to have to get back. Here's a long chance. That never gets to the cage. And then it's chipped out to center ice. 5 minutes gone in our first period. No one has found the net yet.
CM has great speed, none much faster than Lazaro, and he can really catch up on the back check.
Loose puck, good chance. Shot over the top of the net. Jumping on that loose rebound was Tim Driscoll.
He's their scorer, too. He had to try to settle that puck down a little bit and wasn't able to get it off quickly. By the time he did get it off, partially blocked, deflected.
Nordy, both teams seems like they're having a bit of stage fright here in the early going.
Well, you know, anytime you get on this stage, you talk about high school kids here. This is not a customary stage for them to be on in the Fleet Center in the TD Garden. I lose track of what the name is, but in the TD Garden. But you know, that's common. You know, the 17, 18-year-old kids.
Here's a chance for Hingham. They go right to the net. Good hard move that time by Ballou. Penalty is called. First penalty of the night. It will be against CM, and the Harbormen will go with the man advantage.
I told you Stephen Ballou had good offensive skills when we saw him earlier from the point, and this time he forces a penalty here. This is Ballou through the middle, and this is what he can do. He can handle a puck, dangles it to the center, and as he's going through, he picks up the penalty.
As a defenseman, Nordy, 16 points this year on 2 goals and 14 assists.
He can just go with it pretty effectively. Who got the penalty? Dorsey got the penalty there. No, 20 got the penalty. Matt Dalton got the penalty. I think they could have picked either Dorsey or Dalton.
Here's a good chance. A drive right on, and that was deflected over the top of the cage as they set up and work the perimeter.
Hingham's pretty good on the power play.
Puck along the wall. Kovady sends it down low. He looks for the return pass. He'll take this shot. He scores! Hingham has jumped on top first and leads on a power play goal by the score of 1-0.
I heard a tip sound in front. Not sure who got that. Kovady, though, great shot. Let's see. Their defense is pretty active offensively. Let's see if Kovady gets it from the point. Here's a shot from the outside.
A lot of people standing in front.
I'm going to give it to him until somebody changes my mind.
Good hard shot. It looks like it went upstairs on the deflection. We will wait for the official announcement.
Might have been a CM defender in front, but we'll wait.
Power play goal, 1-0. CM comes right back. Here's a shot and a save. Rebound cleared aside. The net comes free, and we get a whistle. So it's Hingham leading 1-0, and we're back with more in just a moment.
Sometimes kids just don't see it. Steroids can ruin bones, tendons, organs, and dreams. Talk to your kids about the dangers of steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
The Ohio State University.
The University of Texas Southern University.
California, Berkeley.
Old Dominion University.
Harvard University.
The University of Virginia.
Texas A&M.
Norfolk State University.
Georgetown University.
Arizona State.
Pennsylvania State University.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
And we're back at the Garden. Let's take another look at that goal. There is a deflection in front.
Covady's going to get a help on this anyway. There's a shot from the outside. I think number 20, is that 24 inside?
Ballou is standing in front, I believe.
Let's look again. I think it was 24.
Right on the top of the crease was Eric Sherman.
I'm going to give it to Driscoll. And we'll see.
From the faceoff, it's in the Harbormen zone. They're able to move it out towards center ice. Continuing to move with the puck is Fitzgerald. He gets it and sends it in. So early on here, the Harbormen have done the good job. Big hit there, no call. Crowd wanted one. Knocked down on the play that time was Trogoli. Puck put along the wall, back to pick it up now to try to slow things down is Colucci. And Derek sends it back along the wall for Hetnick. Hetnick behind his own net.
Very good defenseman. Hetnick is very good with the puck, handles it well, plays well in his defensive end.
3-on-3. Good move. Man is in the slot. Good defensive work to clear it away. Able to clear it aside was Jake Quinn. And the puck is taken on a shot way off the mark all the way around and out to center ice. 1-0 Hingham on a power play goal. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first period. At center ice. Hingham gets it ahead. Here's a chance. Hooked on the play. No shot, no call.
Well, that could have been a call, too. That's the kind of penalty you're supposed to call. A hook that impedes your way to the net. That's a miss by the official.
Tom O'Brien was turned around on the play. They keep it alive, though, send it right back in. Everyone's onside. Harbormen throw it in front that time. It was Jeff West. It's knocked away. Moving the puck along the wall. Trying to clear his own. Good job. Hingham keeps the puck alive, and they send it deep once again. In after it there was O'Brien. O'Brien was the man hooked before, and skating back to pick it up is Andrew Sypik. His pass a giveaway, bringing the puck in across the line was Lazaro, but as he came in, Catholic Memorial was in ahead of the play and offside.
6:59 to play in the first period, and Hingham, I think, has played very well this first period. They have not gotten themselves backed into their own end. One of the things that sort of tires you out against CM is if you can't get out of your own end, and Hingham has done an outstanding job of keeping the ice balanced and spent a good bit of time up the CM end, got the goal.
Bessinger line is on for CM. They have been most successful in this postseason. They look to try to bring it out. Good play, though, to slow them down, and now they continue. Here's Bessinger. Sends the puck right out in front. Defensively there to pick it up was Quinn, and Jake is able to move it outside the line. Out to center ice, rolling it all the way down. Icing's been waved off. Hingham now retreats. They hold a 1-0 lead. 6.5 to go here in the first period. Bouncing puck, neutral zone. Getting it first, sending it down was Austin O'Connor. Right now, Tony Messina wants to change up the lines, so he does. And the puck comes out to center ice. After it is there, Lazaro. Puck's cleared in. Good solid hit there. Play is loose. Now the puck picked up. Catholic Memorial looks to try to move it out. With some good speed through the neutral zone was Colucci. Then he lost his skates. Still gets the puck ahead off to the far side. Here's a chance shot right on goal. Good save. Rebound diving on top was Derek McGinnis. And he hangs on. Bob, there's some interesting things that happen in our community, and we like to tip the hat every once in a while. I know you'd like to do this.
Yeah, I sure do. Of course, we all know the tragic accident that Matt Brown, the outstanding hockey player at Norwood, hospitalized with a hockey accident, and an evening of faith, hope, and inspiration. MattBrownNumber.org, and there's a phone number. You get involved. There's a dinner, an activity being planned for him to raise some money. Call that number. You can get yourself involved in it. Great cause.
We should post that information on thehockeyprofessor.com.
There you go.
Out at center ice, 5.5 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Hingham. Catholic Memorial battles for the puck at center ice. Here's a pass ahead. Onside with the puck is Driscoll. 2-on-1, right across in front. Man was hauled down, no call. Going right to the net was Eric Sherman, and he was hauled down. Now we go back the other way. Dangling the puck and bringing it in is T.J. O'Brien. His shot was off the mark, and so the puck is handled by Hingham, and they look to bring it out. Good 2-on-1, great setup that time, but Sherman was knocked down as he drove to the net. Now out at center ice, teams battle for possession. It bounces at the center smoke B, and the puck is cleared in. After it there is John Fitzgerald. Bouncing puck to the far side. Just working it along the wall. It comes back to the point. Harbormen try to keep it in. They do. They get it deep all the way around and now into the left wing corner. There to dig it out, try to move it ahead was Stavropoulos. Puck knocked away. Here's a chance to the side of the net. That's knocked away. Shot blocked. Good forecheck pressure continue to be put on by the Harbormen.
Terrific pressure by Hingham, and that's one of the keys. If you're going to beat Catholic Memorial, you got to keep it up the offensive end.
Now here's another chance. Once again, it's Lazaro. He's put on the most minutes of anybody here tonight. He stands in front of the net. That shot on the way through was blocked and then chipped out to center ice. Harbormen come through the neutral zone. We have a whistle that stops play. A little bit of ugly stuff going on behind the play.
That's a terrific penalty on Hingham.
And a penalty cutting up against Hingham. Here's the 2-on-1 we saw moments ago.
Yeah, puck breaks loose at center ice. 2-on-1 coming down the side. Driscoll tries to make that pass across and avoiding a penalty and not able to convert. Hingham now they take a penalty down the other end.
Sherman was the man driving to the net who was hauled down. And so this is the first chance for CM with the man advantage. Take a look at the penalty.
A roughing penalty right there. Roughing penalty on number 8, Ryan Linehan. That's one you want to avoid.
Puck jumps over the stick. It goes out and all the way down.
Those retaliatory penalties will kill you.
With the puck and moving ahead, TJ O'Brien. He gains the zone and stops. Drops it in. Whirling side of the net. Starrett drops it back off now. Colucci. Side of the net, Starrett slides it along the wall. Too far for Colucci. In to help out now is TJ O'Brien. He has the puck, has it tipped away from him. Good individual effort by Eric Sherman.
Yeah, CM has struggled on power play in the tournament. 20% effectiveness on the season. That's not great, but only 9% in the playoff.
They don't appear to be going at their top speed here
well,
tonight.
They've struggled all tournament long in man advantage situations. I mean, 9% is not very good.
Out at center ice. Still with 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Here come the Knights. Nice play defensively to break it up there right at the blue line. It was Tim Driscoll. Driscoll has the puck. He has a chance. He fires a shot. And that was a good shot right on, and Knox had to make the save.
It was a good shot because he looked the goalie off, made him take pass, and then just snapped that wrist shot off.
Out at center ice, chasing after it. Again, it's David Lazaro. But he was pinned along the wall. Good defensive work that time. Alex Pompeo. Pompeo stops it, sends it all the way down, and that'll do it on the penalty, Nordy.
CM continues to struggle. Actually, CM shorthand has been better in the tournament than during the regular season, but their power play, 9% effective is not very good.
Teams battle in the neutral zone for the puck. Getting it there was Shane Dorsey. Dorsey dropped it off. Bringing it forward is Boyle. Tim rolls the puck out in front, knocked away. Good defensive work there. It was Andrew Sipek who cleared it aside, and now the Harbormen will skate it out to the neutral zone. Taking the hit there, but moving it out was Tom O'Brien, and he rolls it ahead. Man is onside. Backhand shot was off the mark that time by Boyle. Play continues now, still though, in the Knight zone. They banked the puck out. Could have been a hand pass there. Play continues. Harbormen can't keep the puck alive, and it's chipped out to center ice. We're getting it, stopping it there with Sipek, and he rolls it right back in. Minute and a half to go in the first period, 1-0 Hingham. Centering pass in front, another chance, big hit there. And a helmet came off, and as soon as that happens, they blow the whistle here. But again, another good scoring opportunity down low for Hingham.
In high school hockey, as soon as the helmet comes off, whistle blows, play stopped.
Let's take a look at that
Take
pop.
a look at the hit.
Boom.
Takes the helmet off, whistle blows right away. Good job, officials.
Dan Griffin losing his hat, but he puts it back on. He's still out there. With the puck through the neutral zone is Lazaro. He has the puck taken away from him. Good job standing along the blue line and stopping Catholic Memorial are the Harbormen.
Yeah, that's frustrating too right there because they did a great job of back checking through center ice, took the puck away from Catholic Memorial, had possession of the puck, made the back pass to Coveney to try to clear the puck out of the zone. He flips it over the glass, now face off to the right of his goaltender. You know, you want to be able to get that pass out of the zone and not take a face off.
Minute 9 to go. They always talk about the beginning minutes of a period and the final minute of a period. Here's a chance. CM has a man standing in front. They roll it out in front. Intercepted there, though. Hingham with the puck. They move it up to center ice. Good job by Sherman. He's had a good period. He's got the puck again. He's going to try to go to the net. Gets a backhand shot off. And Knox took that one off the face mask.
That was a pretty good play.
All the way through. He steals the puck away again. Here's another chance. Coming in is Sherman. Oh, what a chance! And Knox was there to knock it away. Wave after wave from Hingham.
Well, Hingham's certainly not intimidated by CM as this first period has gone on. They have, from about the midpoint on, they have dominated play and kept it down the CM end with some great opportunities.
There's another chance. Throw a screen, and it just misses on the near side with under 20 seconds to go in this first period.
You know, I've watched Catholic Memorial play enough times to know that they've got another gear to play in, and they haven't played in it yet.
Here's Catholic Memorial rolling it on. Sliding across was McGinnis, and Derek was able to slide that one across easily as time runs out in the first period. And the visitors from Hingham are very pleased with their 1-0 lead after one period of play.
And I think that's what they should do, be pleased, but realize that this is a very good team you're playing, and you've got to be ready the second period to play it just the same way. You can't let CM weigh you down. They've got another gear to play in.
Coming up, a very special bit of awards coming up, the Malloy Awards, Bob Norton. They are for sportsmanship. And as soon as the teams come off the ice, we will...
You clearly were never a candidate for any of those awards.
You don't think I'm a sportsman?
I don't. I'm teasing.
Don't make me pull your jersey over your head in the booth here.
Absolutely not.
Well, Norty, I think there were a lot of people who came in here expecting Catholic Memorial to build a 3-goal lead in the first period.
I didn't. I thought that I've watched this tournament all the way along. I've seen CM be upset by Malden Catholic. I've watched Hingham play. Hingham plays a very tough independent schedule. They're not going to get intimidated. I thought maybe the location might intimidate them a little bit. They haven't been here before. But after a little nervousness in the first few minutes of the game, they really took it to CM as that period went on. That was not a fluky 1-0 lead. I thought that Hingham dominated that period, not by a lot. And as I said, one of the things I've noticed about CM is that they, in these tournaments, I don't think they're talent-wise that much better individually than other teams, but they have a lot of depth through 3 and 4 lines and 3 sets of defense, and they keep coming at you 3 periods worth of hockey. So you got to be ready to meet that every period. Hingham met it successfully the first period. You have to meet it again the second.
Well, a lot of times we refer to you as we wait for the awards to start here. We refer to you as the hockey professor, but you have a really good, distinguished coaching background, and of course you're back at it again with your son this year. What are these coaches right now? What are Bill Hansen, Tony Messina telling the team? You know, I'm sure that Bill Hansen used the word respect for the other opponent coming in. I bet that's coming back up.
Well, I think that Tony, he's obviously got to tell his team we played real well that period, but we got to do it again. This game's a long, long way from over. We got to really commit ourselves to that same effort again. And Billy's got to say, look, we didn't play our best game that first period. We've got to spend more time down their end, take advantage of our chances, and they need to play with just a little more intensity and fire, and they've got it in them.
There you see the folks coming out for the sportsmanship, the Malloy Sportsmanship Awards.
I did help my son coach up at Tilton School this year, mostly by being on the road, which has kept me out of his way, and I didn't have to bother him. But I ended up doing what I did back when I coached at UNH, watching high school kids play, and what a kick that was this year.
Well, you made us more valuable for us here tonight. Let's go down to Bill Gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 years ago, James Malloy, a great friend of high school hockey and an outstanding educator, passed away. Jim Malloy served as teacher and administrator for over 37 years in the Everett Public Schools. And during this time, he served a total of 24 years as head ice hockey coaches at 3 MIAA member schools, Dominic Savio, Malden Catholic, and Everett High School, and he is a member of the Massachusetts State Coaches Hall of Fame. Next to his family, Jim's great love was ice hockey. And as MIAA Ice Hockey Committee Chair and statewide hockey observer, his legacy was marked by the promotion of and dedication to sportsmanship in the game. To that end, the Massachusetts State Hockey Coaches Association and the MIAA have established the James F. Malloy Sportsmanship Award to be presented annually to the schools that most positively reflect this allegiance to sportsmanship. At this time, we are recognizing 4 schools from over 240 MIAA member schools that have demonstrated these fine ideals and are deserving of this great award. First, our winners from the girls' ice hockey programs. I'd like to recognize Waltham High School girls hockey program, and we ask that Jim's grandchild, Bobby Andrews, presents the award to Waltham High School. Thank you. The next award to be presented to a girls' ice hockey program to Hingham High School. We're pleased to have Jim Malloy's daughter, Maureen Jackman, make the presentation. Now at this time we have 3 presentations to boys hockey programs who have excelled as well in this area. The first presentation is going to be made by Matthew Jackman, Jim's grandson, and that is to the boys ice hockey program at Waltham High School. And the next program to a school from the Bay State League to be presented by Allison Malloy, a grandchild of Mr. Malloy, to Norwood High School. And finally, our last award to another member of the Bay State League, Braintree High School, and ask that Jim's grandson, Jordan Jackman, make the presentation to Norwood High School. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention, and I ask you for one more time to recognize these fine schools for their great accomplishment. Thank you all.
And there's a quick look at the Malloy Award winners for sportsmanship here at the TD Garden here tonight. That was Bill Gain at the mic. We're going to get Bill come in, talk to us in our first intermission. That'll come up in just a few moments. After 1, it is Hingham leading Catholic Memorial 1-0. We're back with more and our first intermission highlights in just a moment.
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
Too tight, yeah!
You wouldn't do it there.
Oh.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
Sports are great for a kid's body. Steroids aren't. They can ruin tendons in legs and arms. Steroids can stunt bone growth and increase the chances of liver cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Steroids don't make great athletes. They destroy them. Talk to your kids. Need help? Get help. Visit drugfree.org.
Michael Felger has opinions.
If that was fighting to get open, Mike, I would hate to see what he looks like when he shuts it down.
Felger's guests have opinions.
That was one of the worst officiated games I've seen ever, and I've seen more games than I want to admit to.
But there's more to sports than just opinions, right?
My answer to that is, MEH is the answer.
Watch Sports Sunday with Michael Felger every Sunday at 10 p.m. on Comcast Sportsnet. Presented by Dick's Sporting Goods.
Catch a game last night?
No one on the Sox has ever hit like that.
Actually, Jimmy Fox had 50 homers in 1938.
Yeah, you gotta be at least 7 foot to rule the boards.
Actually, Bill Russell was only 6'10" and he led the league in rebounding 4 times.
No one's ever thrown over 49 touchdowns in a season.
Actually, Tom Brady still holds the single-season TD passing record with 50 back in 2007.
Where'd you learn that?
Where'd you learn that? Where'd you learn that? Sportsnet Central.
Once again, welcome back to the Garden. We are in our first intermission here of the game, and we'll have a few moments to step out and talk a little bit more about the MIA. The Deputy Director, Bill Gain, joins me here in our first intermission. And Bill, once again, welcome back to the broadcast. Always good to see you and your troops, and the great day that we have here to showcase the boys' hockey.
And girls, Greg. This is a big day for us. It's a culmination of an entire tournament season, but it's obviously an exciting atmosphere, and we're pleased to be able to bring such a superb venue to the kids for this experience.
Well, you're talking about that, and we're going to continue with this theme all the way through our broadcast here tonight, but what takes the preparation to put this in is just so much, and you guys must be right at the end of your ropes here after a really very, very busy postseason.
Preparation, allows success to occur, and we put a lot of time and effort into it. We have a tremendous staff, and I want to highlight that almost all of our staff is volunteer educators, principals, athletic directors, and coaches that serve throughout the 375 member schools, and really are the people in the trenches who do their job.
Bill, there's a lot that goes into it, the scores, the results, and all the rest of it. But some of the things that you're trying to teach here for the fans, the students, the players, the coaches, is the sportsmanship angle. And that's very, very important to the MIA. I'd like to ask you to expound upon that a little bit, if you would.
Great. And I'm glad you asked that. And I'm glad you used the word what we're trying to teach, because we're in educational athletics, and it's exactly what our charge is. And when we talk about sportsmanship, it's been established as an absolute priority within the games we play, respect for self and respect for opponent. We kind of put together a threefold plan, and that plan consists of extensive programming on what it's all about and why, the rationale why the respect should be demonstrated, but we also complement it by policy. That's rules and regulations. That means that we're going to hold our people accountable for different behaviors. And then we feel it's responsible on our half to give and provide recognition. So we will do, for example, at this state final today, we'll have a major presentation of sportsmanship awards to the schools that demonstrate their greatest allegiance to sportsmanship. So a comprehensive program, one in which we've been at for some time. It has become an institutional priority. And again, I go back to the people in the trenches, the principals, athletic directors, and coaches. They have responded. And these kind of expectations are real, and we're getting results.
All right, Bill, thank you so much. If you'll stay here for a moment, we're going to be right back with Bill in a moment. We're in our first intermission from the Garden. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't grill it for you.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Steroids can really damage your body. They can cause tendons to tear and bones to stop growing, damage kidneys, destroy the liver, even cause heart attacks and strokes. Not to mention something else they can do to a guy's body. Find out more about the dangers of using steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
Get ready. Wherever spring finds you, a Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive can help you enjoy it. Get ready for adventure in a brand new Subaru Outback, Motor Trend's 2010 Sport Utility of the Year, with the highest possible 5-star safety rating and the highest predicted resale value in its class.
What makes a Subaru
Buy a new Outback for only $23,295. Plus, get 2.9% financing. Get a great deal and go love spring.
Once again, back at the Garden, I'm Greg Madden, joined by Bill Gain, the Deputy Director of the MIAA. Just finished up talking a little bit about the teaching of sportsmanship, but that continues now. The winter season comes to a conclusion here today, and you move on into the spring season. So there's no rest for you and your staff. Talk about what's coming up for the MIAA in the spring, Bill.
Well, we have a strong spring menu of sports that we sponsor. And from our perspective, in terms of overall administration, they're the same, the fall, winter, and spring. It's just obviously done in different venues. But the lessons that we attempt to teach are the same throughout the year. I mean, we feel strongly that we have a curriculum. And that curriculum is educational athletics, and it's teaching life lessons. So we're using the vehicle of all of our sports to do that teaching.
Well, we just have another minute left here or so, but this is the culmination, but there's an awful lot of hard work that goes on during the course of the year for you and for your staff, and a great opportunity here to showcase it here today. I know you're looking forward to these type of events, but the hard work is done, not on camera and not here at the Garden.
You're absolutely right. I talked about, for example, sportsmanship. With respect to that, we come into a venue like this, and there are clear strategies we have to put in place to expect that and to generate and program as a success. We've got a team of school monitors that are required to be involved with their teams and helping us. We've got our own MIA staff that is involved with responsibilities for each crowd in each school. That's complemented by, obviously, venue security, but then we have a partnership with the probation department in Massachusetts. We call it a peace partnership, probation enhancing athletic culture. And with the 4 strategies, we've had tremendous results. And it's the bottom line. The kids know what we expect, and when we tell them and clear about those expectations, they are in fact docile. I mean, there's always somebody that wants to act out, but at the same time, we act on, and that's the responsibility, and that's part of the teaching.
We know this is a busy day for you. We really appreciate a few moments of your time.
Oh, glad to do it. Glad to visit. Nice to see you, Greg.
That's Bill Gain. He's the Deputy Director of the MIAA. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, stats and highlights coming your way. Bring back Bob Norton. So stay right where you are. We're watching hockey coming to you live from the Garden.
Boo! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Celtics Now is the destination for everything Celtics.
What a week for the C's.
Michael Holley and company bring you the closest coverage of the green on and off the court.
Okay, it's time now for the All-Star panel.
We take you into the locker room with access that can only be brought to you by the home of the Boston Celtics.
And the resiliency of the Celtics to come back from that, amazing.
Celtics Now, Thursdays only on Comcast Sportsnet. Presented by Arbella Insurance.
Greetings, this is Tech and Talk, where we give you the down low on the techno. I am Ranjit. This is Chad. Sweet holy moly! Metro PCS is offering up to $40 back on phones, along with unlimited talk, text, and web for $40 a month. Taxes and fees included.
It's a telecom miracle.
If this can be true, Chad, maybe your career in dance isn't yet doomed.
Get up to $40 back on phones, along with unlimited nationwide talk, text, and web for $40 a month. Period. Metro PCS. Wireless for all.
Back at the TD Garden, teams are coming on the ice for the second period. Let's look at some of the stats for period number 1. Just the 1 goal where Hingham leads 1-0.
Yeah, it was the 32nd goal of the year for Tim Driscoll. It came at the 6:02 mark of the period. Connor Coveney and Steve Ballou with the assists. The terrific offense by both teams. This one comes out to the point. Coveney shoots. You see 24 right there on the left side. Get that stick up and tip it in, and he gets it. Driscoll, goal number 32, 6:02. Coveney and Ballou with the helpers. Lots of opportunities for Hingham and for Catholic Memorial in the other end. This is one of Hingham's best opportunities where Eric Sherman had a walk-in just after he had a shot from the high slot. But a terrific period for Hingham, solid period for CM. You can see there with the shots on goal, Hingham with the advantage. I know that Coach Hanson liked to turn that around.
Eric Sherman could have had a bucket load of goals there, except for some of the good play by Tommy Knox. We'll come back with that second period. Just a moment. 1-0 Hingham.
Sometimes kids just don't see it. Steroids can ruin bones, tendons, organs, and dreams. Talk to your kids about the dangers of steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
Celtics Now takes you closer than anyone else.
You're the best road team in the NBA, so obviously they've proven they can win on the road.
Michael Holley takes you inside the locker room every Thursday night. We break down the plays.
I'm going to show you this first play. This is called a quick hitter.
Get the expert opinion.
We'll see what our all-star panel has to say about that.
And bring you closer to the team than ever before. Celtics Now, Thursdays at 8 p.m. only on Comcast Sportsnet. Presented by Arbella Insurance. Join us live 7 days a week, 3 times a night on Sportsnet Central.
The Celtics have a history of dominating the Nets.
Our Sportsnet Central team will be in studio, in arena, and on the road with live coverage of all the latest sports stories of the day. We'll dig deeper, go further, and get closer to the action than ever before. Sportsnet Central, 7 days a week, live at 6, 10:30, and 1 a.m.
Once again, welcome back to the TD Garden. Greg Madden along with Bob Norton and our entire Comcast Network crew. Good to have everybody back together again, bringing you the excitement of the Division 1A championship here at the Garden.
The Catholic beat Archbishop Williams in the Division 1 tournament. And Canton beat Newburyport in the Division 2 tournament.
We might need to get a medic up here for you. You're not sounding
I'm fine.
in your normal form.
I'm fine.
At least you're looking good. Off the face-off, team in white is Hingham. They lead here by the score of 1-0 on Tim Driscoll's 28th of the year. They wear white. Catholic Memorial wearing red.
Longmeadow beats Scituate to win the Division 3 tournament.
Boy, updates and everything else. Here's a chance. Catholic Memorial tries to bring it in. They can't get too far. They'll return, though. Here's a chance. Glove deflection on the shot that came from the far side off the stick of T.J. O'Brien.
Very interested to see how Hingham plays the first few minutes of this period, whether they're able to build on their first period momentum, or whether they allow Catholic Memorial to take the momentum to them. They really need to establish the play that they had in that first period and carry that over here in the first part of the second. Just keep it going, and CM's got to turn it around.
Coveney took a hit at center ice. He sent it in. Here's a shot right on, and that's a bomb. That came from the right face-off circle off the stick of Ryan Linehan. And he put it right on goal. It was covered by Tommy Knox.
One of the things you have to do here when you're playing CM is you just have not to be intimidated. You have to get after them and play hard. And you can't treat them like the fact that they've won 13 Division 1A state championships here at the Garden. You've got to believe that you're here for a reason, that you can play with them, and you're able to win the game.
I thought we might see the Knights come out here and thump a few bodies to get things going on the early on. They've been passive as far as the physical side of their game has been so far. They try to walk it out in front. Everybody wearing a white jersey is there to meet them. And Hingham will skate it out to the neutral zone. With it is Fitzgerald. John on his off wing. Rolls the puck towards the side of the net, sticked away by Knox. Off around to the near wing, and then up the center ice once again with the puck is David Lazaro.
That was not a good pass. The puck was on the sideboards and sort of a blind backhand flip to the right point and end up getting out of the zone, and Hingham loses possession. All possessions count. Don't want to give them away.
Hingham nearly had the puck out of the zone. It was kept alive. Now they finally get it out. Fitzgerald wants to change it up. He'll roll it in. Right there Tony Messina, the coach of Hingham, will change 5 skaters as his team gets to the puck, turns it over, and keeps pressure on. Pitchforked up to the far side is Hetnick. He's able to clear the zone. It bounces out in across the blue line. Puck sent out all the way down. Now behind the cage in the Hingham zone. Putting pressure on again, Lazaro. David couldn't get to it. He'll chase after it, drops it down low for Colucci. Colucci trying to cycle, sends it down. Now they chase in after it there. Good pressure on Connolly. And then the puck pops out to center ice. Just a few minutes gone by here in the second period, 1-0 Hingham. It was the power play goal, the 28th of the year from Tim Driscoll. Well, it seems like there's kind of a lack of flow in this particular game. It's choppy.
Well, you know, I don't think so. I mean, I think that both teams are being careful about how they handle a puck and not just making careless passes, because you know, these kinds of situations, this is 1 and out. It's not as if you're playing best of 7 here, and you want to make sure that you make solid plays. You know, there's an idea to just keep teams on the perimeter. Don't let them make moves to the middle of the ice, and I think both teams have done a pretty good job of doing that.
Puck goes all the way down. Catholic Memorial draws a whistle for icing, and the faceoff will come in their own zone.
I think both teams have done a good job, Hingham maybe a little bit better than CM, of reducing time and space that the other team has to make plays. So whenever CM gets the puck, there's a Hingham defender, 5-team defense right at him, reducing his time and his space. And the same thing on the other side when Hingham gets it.
Here's a chance. Harbormen go to the side of the net. They try to clear it away. CM battles for it there. It was Dorsey, another chance in front. And the Hingham faithful jumped to their feet as they thought they'd gotten their second goal here tonight.
CM almost kicked it in their own net.
Here's another chance out to center ice. Puck bounces down on the far side. Played battling there. Sipik had it knocked away around behind the net. After it there, Rapucci. And he slides it along the glass. Comes out to center ice. And CM will reload and bank it right back in. They're going to change some players right here. And out to center ice. Harbormen at the spoke B sends a backhand pass in, quickly cleared aside. Right out to center ice by Shane Dory.
Hingham's having a much more difficult job this period establishing possession in the offensive zone than they did the first. They get it to about center zone, and then they're not able to establish possession. This is a pretty good example. They dump it in, and Catholic Memorial picks it up. So instead of being able to get to it first, they finally dump it in at a change, but CM gets it right there at the half wall, and out it comes again. So they're not able, this is